we get to go through peace times.
Hooray!
World is at peace. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
How'd you know my next campaign?
True.
I hope at the end of that campaign we're coming to this world to destroy it. We've been radicalized.
We are
the bad guys?
In the reality, I'm pitting this group against the future invasion force party of the other group that you're making.
I would be
That
so
would be
down.
fun. Although it would be kind of an interesting conflict of interest. Because, you're controlling both sides.
You just gotta be an impartial god and kill yourself.
It's true.
Well, yeah, but then it comes down to which of your own characters do you like more. You
Gotta just play it straight. Go as hard as you can from both.
The human heart cannot be impartial.
I never claimed to be human.
Damn snakes.
Y'all are just snake racist. That's why you call Kivon an addict. It's because you
Snacist.
grew up with all the
You
propaganda
drink,
about snake
drinking
people.
potions every round. You're like.
I have
you're
not
your
done
double-
that in
A
months
week.
in time.
What are you talking
He's
about?
clean,
It was
he's
real in
clean.
my head.
I swear I'm clean. It's been a week.
It came to me in a dream.
I've already established.
Bro, them spiders are real.
No,
He's brain.
they were awful.
He's still somewhere out there.
Or he isn't. He might have
One
died
of-
of old age right then.
In like 30 years, I send one of my followers of the Way of Speed to go kill them. Out into the world.
And they come back yelling about how their brain is full of spiders.
Come on,
Infecting
has
the
come
rest
out
of
of
your
retirement to kill.
So
this
you're
one.
enabling people at your crack house, are you?
I'm
No.
not. It's not. You're all just snake racist. Is what this is.
1 second. Oblivion.
No,
I knew
it's
it.
not. It is not.
It's no stupid.
It's not scheme of diamond.
Every time you walk in, Phobos shows up at the door checking.
I'm immune to getting addicted to anything because I'm immune to poison.
Yeah, but you're
Drugs,
still
poison.
fucking addicted to that Dragusi, aren't you?
Photo of Yvonne's dojo and location.
Well, this is harassment and also racism.
And correct. Objectively.
So last time
This is bullshit.
on Festering Faiths, it's because we love you. Oh god. The party had finally defeated the Obsidian Queen, though. Unfortunately, in the midst of this battle, she had managed to make her escape as some of the party was down from her original telekinetic attack. And this situation, and much to Kavon's veritable frustration,
Angie.
she had plain shifted away, making her escape desperately on her last laurels of power. And with the knowledge that you had sought originally, trying to figure out where she had escaped to, you had found out that she had escaped to the Plane of Fire, to the Ruby Palace, a domain far more dangerous than the lands that she was ruling over here, and so there would be the direct husbandry as well as still full-fledged god of meteors, Baetalus, in his domain. Many assume that, especially since she had gone crawling back to him, that maybe the problem had taken care of itself. Remains to be seen. As for the rest of the army, they were quickly pushed back, many of you slaying the foes that had stood your grounds against you, and as well as helping Chevron Cool had one of his wings completely sheared off from the Queen's attack, as she had managed to grab Awakener and drain him of his mantle. being able to spend some time as he had helped Travancore regrow his wing. Returning Awakener back to his mortal state, but no longer with his mantle, as that had been swiftly stolen away by the Obsidian Queen. It would be at this point, as the rest of the armies have pushed back the forces of the Queen's army back to the mountain and the volcanic lair that she had presided over for many years, the large gates and all the veritable beastmen ready to lay siege upon the city or simply hold the line for the time being. Fortifications are made. But you finally feel the grinding wheel of impending doom fully cease to a halt. And everything is finally truly calm. Able to breathe and collect yourselves. As you finally have made the world safe from all these invasive beliefs, these various faiths that had tried to choke out the world and snuff them down or even forcefully take control, respectively putting them back into their places of where they should stay and maintain balance as they have, and others that have no place on this continent swiftly banished and returned to the lands that they had originally invaded from. It's at this point that you are all able to finally take into perspective where you wish to go from here. So, may not be entirely together, but with the stability of the world, you now finally have true freedom, choice. No worry of God's weighing on your head, thoughts in this situation. Able to help mend the world where you see. Going down that line. Obviously, at this old temple of what used to be Mukulakantes, now banished and dead. Where would you head prospectively as Chevron Cool is helping Awakener keep the lines maintained, and assumedly Chromesteel as well, who wants to see this fully finished out and pushed away?
We did our job. He doesn't need my help.
Very well. I would imagine, especially in this moment of calm, there's still some frustrations. Curious as to Kavan's bittersweet victory. Obviously there was higher ambitions, but been unfortunately barred last the second.
It's a bittersweet pill he wanted to definitively prove, but over weeks and months it becomes a thing where he did prove that he is no longer beholden to her. She had to run because of the force that everyone was able to bring to bear. And she will not be able to do anything like she was trying to do before while all of us are here. So he throws himself into establishing his monastery.
Especially with Steno at your side. Millerin breathing down your neck occasionally, but just trying to make sure her daughter is taken care of respectively.
Classic Millerin.
Also,
You're ready to kill me like Batman should I slip up even slightly. There are multiple plans in place.
Also, on occasion, finally getting to meet Millerin's wife, Silver Dragon, Mira, as well as getting harassed by the other half-siblings of Steno, the 10 Silver Dragons that are constantly playing Glitterball in your courtyard as it was being made.
I would imagine that I'm pretty good at Glitterball.
You've probably learned to take training with it as well as having fun, as they are constantly trying to hit you with these various, like, fairy fire glitter balls.
We'll see. I definitely let them keep score against me individually, and there's like one of them that's really good at hitting me, but I am a level 20 monk. I am pretty good at not getting that.
Praxis, who's purposely studied under his mother's spell and tutelage. But as for other means of the party,
I would just say the one thing that he does is every so often he will go and using astral using empty body use astral projection to scour the astral plane for any sign of the queen returning. Ever vigilant.
obviously keeping your vigil. Thankfully, the seas and threads are quiet. Almost feel a shudder. Not one of her returning, but almost that of pain when looking for her. An immense level of anguish and loss. It's a curious feeling trying to follow such a thread. And one that was not deterring you from fear, but on the suffering alone of knowing that anything surrounding her currently is just a pit of despair that none should really enter unless they want to be overwhelmed by such things. An intense pain. You know full well, especially so long as that somber song is being sung, there is no threat of her.
Good. I will continue to fill the world with people who I believe are strong enough to resist an incursion of her or people or creatures like her.
As for another two, probably maybe travel together, being able to collect yourselves and move around more freely. The situation's handled, many kindred freed, both sides of followers of Droth and Shoth, as well as those now following the Iron Father in their freedom. How would Rylax and Chrome Steel carry forward?
Well, there's always all the Warforged and Warrenthos.
Yeah,
They're
there's
right over there.
still,
We can kick them while they're down.
there's still heaps more to free.
Your job's never over, boy.
Basically.
Oh, especially as Rorthos had been decimated. Lahanar being one of the remaining bastions undamaged and safer. You're able to take moments to find those who are more free-thinking or able-bodied and willed to themselves. Ferry them away to freedom. Find others that have been unfortunately changed or corrupted by the various experimentations that the cult of Bloodbane has accosted to the world. Though it is a corrupt song for some, it very quickly find their peace when you guide them to Droth. Able to finally mend those lost and fractured memories or fill the missing parts of their bodies and souls that were unfortunately stolen. It's true, you do own Aylesbury Inn.
Oh, great. Could be small business owners.
Yeah, small business owners are like millionaires. It's like Bill Gates opens up a cafe in your neighborhood and he mans it himself.
Well, you know, you do it for fun, not for profit.
I mean, it works because you also have Nistri who owns the barbecue pit down the road, and he's probably going to be a millionaire again once he gets the platinum trees growing.
The wealth that Nistri desires is that of the wealth of the earth, not of monetary gain.
The wealth of the earth and solid platinum that grows in tree form.
Yeah, baby.
I am truly rich in my knowledge of nature and the solid platinum tree. It's mostly the trees, though.
I am sorry, Gerald, my favorite platinum tree, but the rent has come in, and you must go.
Your bark must be harvested to pay.
Oh. No. I demand a druid cast awakening on me. Free me from this.
No.
Obviously, missing from time to time, trekking back and forth to free more fellow brethren, others who awaken. Obviously, there seems to be nary an end to all the madness and chaos that is constantly being fixed or healed. But there is still satisfaction in knowing that many of the wandering souls that would have been lost or corrupt over time have been guided to a safer place of healing, somewhere that they could be safe to grow as their own again, or reconvene their emotions and find the missing parts of their mind.
Or you could go for the trifecta and own a bar in the third campaign also.
That's
Oh
true.
my god, yes.
Superfecta.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't even try to own this one. Like, the owner just liked me and just gave me the key.
If there are already 2 bars and a barbecue pit, then we need a taco place. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. Or
Yeah, true.
Euro. Mediterranean tacos.
I just need late night food town to become a thing.
Aylesbury's where the adventure started, and it's also where probably one of the only places in this entire world that actually likes us a lot.
I mean, there are
Yeah, they have
statues.
statues.
Yeah, we have statues.
Whole ass statues of you guys are there.
I'd feel kind of bad though if you did, start off an actual bar and put that inn we started out of business.
Yeah, that was the other thing I just thought of. I was like, I did like that place. Everybody would want to come to the bar run by one of the heroes that saved the city.
Oh, see, but you can do conjoined business because they have the story chair.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course, the story.
Every second day, I go over there for story hour.
And Crumb steals down. Let me tell you about my god. Oh, fuck, man.
Everybody in the bar just being screaming, "You've told this story 3 times this week."
And you'll hear it 3 times more.
It's a small town.
This story takes so long. No one else gets a turn when you tell this story.
You don't even need to stop to breathe, eat, or drink. You just keep going.
Microsoft Sam.
On the 3 days that I tell my stories, it is the whole day.
Oh my fucking god, 3 days.
You get up and you
Being
lock the
increased
door to
the
prevent them from
speed.
leaving.
You start rapidly speaking, stringing words together so aggressively that you can't find the gap between them. It's like,
And then once you're done, you stand by the door and you say, "I consider all of you my enemy," until you answer at least 3 questions about my story correctly.
Oh my god.
If you try to pass me, you will
What the
provoke an
fuck?
opportunity attack.
Or you tip me.
It's actually
Remember
a
what I said in
3-part
slow
story
motion.
as well.
Alright.
What if we introduce him to the concept of like a 5-minute type pitch,
Sure.
Type
Microsoft
5.
PowerPoint.
What the hell are you saying?
Abbreviate that story. No.
Yeah. Just what if we made him into an amateur comedian and he had a type 5 and that became the story?
No, you see, he's doing that on purpose so people will leave the bar and go to Relix's bar.
Oh my god, he's a fucking maniacal mastermind.
Jesus fuck.
Alrighty. Moving towards Vladimir.
Bradimir,
He's
you're
dead.
That's true.
Blee.
I'm not dead.
Brannigan.
I
Yes.
live.
Somehow.
I look there and I suddenly see Human Bard. I'm like, wait, hold on. No!
No, but- Human Bard? What? No! What's happened to me?
Junius takes off the mask. It was me, Bradimir.
That was your fault the whole time.
Why are you Bradimir like Vladimir? The fucking Bradimir the Bard Pile or some shit, you fucking wank.
Well, he died of old age, so he had to turn to vampirism.
No, that's not how that works. He's already dead. You can't
Well, I
turn
mean,
to
that's what you
vampirism as a
think.
choice after you die.
His death was a ruse. There was a
A
paid
ruse?
actor in that bed surrounded by family.
Okay. So you
Hell
see,
no.
this is how we do it. We teleport into the afterlife. We go get our Luigi ghost vacuum to grab Brad's soul. Then we teleport back into reality and we stuff it into a warforged, so now he's alive again. Then we create a clone for him that's his old body. Then we
Then we
kill the
set him up.
warforged.
And then we set him up in the fucking family living room so that mom can beat the shit out of him every day.
God, she would. Orth is a fucking lady you do not fuck with.
Talk about a dead, beaten father.
Dead beat dead. Literally.
Dead.
Oh. Brett? Especially with all of the chaos of the world tamed for the moment. You do hear the call. Your goddess. Zymon, wishing for you to join her in Midian.
I heed the call.
Miss!
As her champion, I kinda have to. It's in my job description.
Especially arriving there, going through the pool of stars and guiding to this twilight realm. You see some chaos in itself in Midian. Areas where the elves had corrupted the lands or tried to purify them in their own sight, but this is not what her domain was designed for. Some where there's supposed to be order when there's a realm designed for chaos. Something that is supposed to allow the creatures of night and monstrosities to manifest appropriately, where they can rest and reside until they are needed to test new heroes, help them become greater above themselves.
Mhm.
She is happy to welcome you, her champion, in. It will be an exhausting journey. There's much of this realm that need to be purified. I would understand if you would take some time of your mortal life before accompanying me here to help purify all that has been damaged.
I have one very important task that I feel I must do. But for all the kindness and for everything you have done for me, I will return it in kind tenfold. And together we will purify this place for you.
More heroes will rise.
As they will be needed.
I will continue my work and eagerly await your hand and assistance, my champion. And she will produce the Gate of Stars, allowing you to return to where you wish to be for the time, the mortal plane.
Elaine. I was waiting for Elaine to be man.
It's just constantly, dude.
No, that ended after a day.
Dude Lane.
It's like, I'm He-Lane now.
Elaine.
Fighter of the Night Man.
They made it permanent afterwards and just decided to keep the bit going.
Oh no.
It's nothing but sausage down there now, my man.
Elaine looks normal, but then I'm watching her one time and she does the step.
No. No.
I'm like, no.
A secret technique. How does she know?
Secret technique.
How does she know? How does she know?
The lore, the ancient texts.
How do you know?
How do you know that move?
Technique. All no stick jutsu.
So,
It really depends how long it took you to re-teleport back to me where I would be.
That's a good point.
it's very true. Everything.
If it was after 2 weeks, then I would be on the other side of the world right now.
Hmm. Especially where you couldn't be able to go. I would say it would still be within the 2 week span, as especially the Gate of Stars that you knew of would be easy enough to reach as it's near Bella's estate currently.
I'd be in Old Bell then.
Which is convenient, as we are moving down that line. Unless Crom still had something else to add with assisting Relax as well as gathering other Lost Warforged. Anything else that you would be on your board for the time?
I do want to know when Elaine goes to see Tartarus.
Well,
Wanna be
I told you
involved with
guys
that.
I'm meeting with your boy Rexiel 2 weeks.
Okay.
Alright. Noted on that. So, over to Leoris. As you are finally able to breathe a sigh of relief yourself, as oh, bless you. As you are finally at peace, and also knowing that the blade you wield has been wielded dutifully and respectfully. Finally able to relax, as the threats that were demanding its use have finally ceased from this world at this time. I do feel just about every day that a stray smiles on you, and the bountiful duty that you have done in saving them. This was obviously sensing still good intentions within your heart.
I would like to return to the Forbidden Valley, speak with the Warlord.
And he would, well, ironically welcome you warmly.
He knows, well, like his children are associated a whole bunch with all these moons, and I want to be able to learn a bit more about Xerxes now that we've also sent the Pained Warrior back to hell.
No. Aside the Pained Warrior, the other that would be still probably filled with rage would be my brother, the Shunned King. He has returned to his silent empire, wishes to be left alone.
There is to be no speaking with him.
You wish to do so, you would have to do within his respectfully his domain, in a way. Even if it is more of a tomb at this point.
Where would I find them?
Not far from Zrossen. able to send you on your way there. See whether or not he would be willing to let you in. Considering your last actions with him, I would feel that he might be more amiable to you and your...
Never
Very well. You would produce a gate not far from the Shun King's domain, deep within the Golden Strand. The barriers that have been protected. Zaga. Though, you get an eerie sense of familiarity in this extraordinarily white-hot desert. A semi-familiar mirage on the horizon. One of where the desert goes from its golden plains and burning white-hot sands to almost a blackened sky and pure, almost bleak white sands and granules, where sound and wind seems to disappear. Kingdom of the dead. As you make stride to this, you do feel sound, wind, all of it cease. It's almost a serenity to some with a stilled and calm mind, but madness to others as all sensation stops. Anything really guiding you is to your sense of touch in the sand. As you continue to walk through this almost eerily endless section of desert that doesn't really have marked dunes, and it slowly peters out to nothing but flatlands, kind of leaving your own footprints behind and then eventually disappearing as you walked a little bit longer and realize that it almost is if you're traversing a realm that you can't see. But then you feel it in your mind's eye, connection in your soul that allows you to traverse here unobscured or marred by the creatures there within. Almost as if you're kind of walking between the barrier where the gods stride. You realize that you're now standing in a strange old hall. One that seems almost smaller in a way. And you see the familiar cloak. Formless visage underneath. The Shun King quietly sitting on a pure white stone throne with murals of old of his kingdom that is no longer there. You do feel his eyes upon you, even if there is nothing to be seen underneath.
I'll lower my head respectfully.
It's curious. Turn dead king. Small.
was told you are one of those that have a connection with the Red One.
The one filled with rage. I carry much of it, my brother. I'm sure you can see why. Gestures an empty sleeve to the ever silent halls of a forgotten kingdom.
Yes, I don't know if it would help, but when we were last there, it was being infested by the soul crushed, used for their own ends.
You wish to cleanse their anger from it.
That is correct.
You feel almost a deep glare sinking into you. Like he's trying to see if these are your true intentions. Almost like your soul is just totally laid bare in this place and your flesh means nothing. It's rare to find anyone like you.
I have felt its rage, channeled its bloodlust. Look up a little. For emphasis, and because I don't feel like I'm, ever gonna need to actually track these things again. I'll use my Eclipse of Ill Omen.
Bringing Xerxes here. As you
Let its like a red light flood the area around me.
fill the halls, and it's at this moment, especially illuminating these halls with Xerxes, you see what would only be described as the cataclysm that happened to his kingdom. Almost as if all the rage from this kingdom was put into that moon and is now revealing that was originally hidden in blind. Things that probably he has stared at this entire time of dead servants and friends. Those who have been blocked from knowable history to the world. All the empty faces and eyes that seem to stare up from the floor and the corners of the room.
Like taking this in, but just like fully upright now, looking directly at him. Just
The rage, the anguish, it hurts. I want to do something about it. No one, nothing should have to suffer this.
It's at this point you do feel a tinge of sorrow as he does stand up in this light. It's still marred and impossible to make out, but you finally see the form of a visage underneath the robe, as if Xerxes was where he placed the rest of himself that was too dangerous to be. I have felt the wound that they have placed on Xerxes. I did not think anyone would be eager to purify such anguish. I will not deny your quest. I will help it. But do know, it will be a dangerous one. Forces still gathering last where they had left their scar.
Lower my head again, letting the eclipse go and the light of Xerxes fade away again. I have lingered under the pure light of Euimea for over a century. Just I am unconcerned by the danger. I have faced much on this journey already.
Then we shall cleanse them of their anger and remove the corruption, so the rest may rest in peace. And he will gesture with the one formless hand, still seeing it inside. It will lead you to where Xerxes will be accessible. An old, forgotten temple, still connected to the moon. In the midst of this time, as everyone continues their ever-present journeys to continue to help heal and mend this world, holding it together, making it better than when you found it. Elaine.
Hello.
Assuming your journey is taking you to Oldbell.
First off, I would probably be the one who teleported Leoris to the Warmlord. Because I
can actually do that
Warmlord...
myself. But
Oh,
if
okay.
you're offering.
I would be offering because I want to give the Warmlord back his daughter's Staff of Power.
Thank you. Treasured gift.
That was the arrangement. I would use it until we dealt with, what we caused by freeing you.
Hope you
I believe Relax still has another one.
No.
Yeah.
I did intend to return the cube, but we were going around again, and I was like, I'll just bring it up again once everybody else is done.
Pretty much.
But yeah, just quick drop that off, thank him, and then teleport to the Shadow Fade.
Gonna meet the king.
Meet the husband.
Husbando.
So after, doing port shit for like a whole day, whenever we're in private, let's speak with him.
Learning the secrets of the Shadow Fake Court. Getting accustomed to having the seat of power equal to him. And especially the responsibilities that will come with it, as well as the level of power and strength that would follow suit once the marriage is complete.
So, Astreus. It is Astreus, right? Not Asterius.
Asterius.
It's Asterion, actually.
I'm Asterion.
So, you trusted me with your name a little earlier than you were intending to. So, I want to give you something to repeat that trust.
Looks like you curious, especially of the factor that you never cease to surprise him.
Elaine is going to begin to cast a 9th level spell, which I'm just going to fucking roll this to see if anything funny happens.
You turned into a houseplant for a moment.
I lose the ability to smell for 1 day.
Oh, no.
COVID.
COVID strike.
Yeah, okay, I lose the ability to smell, so nothing really changes. As I cast Wish to create an 8th level spell, as a small magical sort of clear lockbox appears in front of me. And inside it you can see something very small, but it is growing. I'll just catch my breath after casting that.
Gently holding you up. What is this?
In a couple of weeks, it'll be a fetus. A couple of weeks after that, a toddler. And in a couple of months, it'll be me. And I trust you'll take care of it when I'm not here.
Of course, my love.
As I use Wish to cast Clone.
I figured as much.
Fucked.
Yeah, it starts as a little nothing and then turns into a person. It doesn't start as a person. The person grows from nothing.
Yeah.
From the cube of flesh you take.
And if you cast it with Wish, you don't need material components, so
Yeah,
it doesn't need
so I
the
don't
fucking
have
tank.
to cut off my fucking finger. It spawns with its own container if I use Wish, because it's a material component. So that in my way I've described it, it's like a glowing bluish orb that will expand along with the clone. And I will ask him to watch over that very carefully. Because I feel like my body is gonna start deteriorating quickly very soon.
A strange way to give your lover a child.
I thought about the whole consummating the marriage thing, and I was like, Elena's never going to be able to have a child. Like, the amount of fucking magical energy that is going to be inside of her is not going to be safe for life.
Between the elemental energy and then the Shadow Fae.
It's already dangerous for a normal infuse to have a fucking child.
I was like, Elaine had a fucking magic Jesus baby with the faking. I've lost.
It's me.
Truth
It's
is,
not a baby.
game was
It's
rigged
me.
from the start.
I've lost. What do you mean you just made yourself as a baby?
No, it's like it's a clone. It's just gonna grow in his closet.
The moment he said my
In
love,
his
I was like,
closet.
I can hear Brannigan's heart ripping in half.
This is the moment Brannigan died.
I had a child with the Shadow Fae King. What do you mean? I wished for it. War!
You see Brannigan does like that peace symbol and then he just disappears immediately.
It just goes through the gate of stars and he's gone.
Like the Homer
it's okay.
fading into the hedge.
Okay, Brannigan, I can make you a clone of Elena's.
I have to help.
That's so
I have to
creepy.
help lift an oven really quick, so I'll be
As you
back in
do.
3 minutes.
Alright.
Yeah.
You lift
As-
that up.
As one does.
Show it who's boss.
PRB.
It's what friends do for each other.
So we make ready the pump wagon story as it rides across the desert.
Yeah, we all
Mad
reconvene
Max.
in like a month to go find and get the pump wagon back.
The improved pump wagon as well that Crom's stealing.
Yeah, the fucking pump
Souped
wagon
up.
Mad Max scene now.
Hell yeah.
One that I'm pretty sure you left. I'm pretty sure it's in Holobell.
Here's a question.
Simply fast, I think.
How old
No,
is
yeah.
everybody comparatively?
3, maybe 4.
Yeah, Cromsteel's like 3 or 4 years old.
Why?
Because Kavan, I put aged at least a year during the campaign, so he went from being 22 to being 23.
Yeah.
I don't know how long the campaign in total lasted. I feel like it was at least 9 months.
I believe it was
Like,
actually
it's
close
like-
to a whole year. Close to it, not fully.
And if it's been close to a year, then Leoris is probably like 182 now.
Time passing and once you get teleport really just barely happens. It's like, we need to be over there, we're there.
Yeah. But also, some people are aged a little bit more than the other.
Some people have been aged.
Well, no, because there's multiple days that pass. It's like one day here is 3 days of the Shadow Fae.
True.
A little bit of Narnia there.
Little Narnia moment.
As everyone starts to prepare for their brief return for the wedding.
The red wedding. I mean,
The only thing red was
As soon as I arrive, a fucking force cage appears around me.
you will watch from here.
Fucking double fucked up as like a force cage and the silence spell, so you can only watch.
You cannot
Does
object.
anyone object that I'm in the cage?
I should.
Nobody objects, so we'll just continue.
what a shame that your friend couldn't be here, Elaine. I thought Brannigan would be here. He's just on like the fucking roof in a cage.
Just staring out. No,
Guess you don't mean a lot to him.
Brushes his shoulders off.
He said he was too busy weaving baskets at home.
Before he casts the silence spell, he's like, "Here, you can have this instead." Just gives me a little dolly of Elaine. You're a son of a bitch.
It's got a pull cord with her voice recorded on it.
You're my best friend.
I love you like a brother.
No.
The worst ending timeline for Brannigan.
Azure Edge just speaking into my head. That's rough, buddy.
Oh, God damn, that's a fucking
The
shit.
same thing happened to me one time. My favorite whetstone.
Damn.
Like when my favorite blacksmith abandoned me for another sword.
Said he liked blue steel. Alright.
I'm sorry, I have to take one more jab at Kavan. I photoshopped a skooma dojo.
I'm so fucking mad. I'm so mad. You're all just racist.
Speed fusion.
Snake racist. I stand by it.
Way obscure speed dojo.
This is fucked.
Nice.
There we go. Now it's on stream.
I put so much money into this.
Fucking the crack dojo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you know, for the uninitiated, that is the Oblivion skooma den, and
I'm glad you guys get cool endings. I'll go retire into the skooma den.
what do you mean?
Just to yourself.
We're making fun of you because you're our friend.
No, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to the skooma den. I will retire.
We make fun of you, but you could vibrate so hard and cracked out so much that you just like phase inside us and we split apart into tiny molecules.
We both split apart, but yeah.
It's just too bad he can't split apart that, you know.
Yeah, you
shadow
phase
thing.
through us and you're like, I've been inside you, and we're like, no.
No.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Hey.
Just in time. As the, well, various days will pass by unless there is others that wish to do more before the wedding proceeds.
Oh, I'm doing heaps before the wedding proceeds.
Ooh,
That's like 6 months from now.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a lot of months. That's as much as 6 ones.
I'm waiting 2 weeks for Raxiel to get his fucking ship over to Old Bell.
Which is easy enough. That's obviously.
And
The Elbereth is ready.
and then waiting for Raxiel to give me some shit so we can teleport to Tartarus.
Now, you know, you don't have to be too aggressive. He talks a little slow sometimes, but everything's good and relaxed. He's been keeping the arcane mistake under control for a while. But let's go.
I think Cromsdale wanted to come too.
Okay, Rylax, now teleport me behind them.
Of course, as you demand.
Oh wait, I don't know if I can even join you.
What do you mean I have
I
to
have no way to teleport.
Can you not take more than one person?
What, me?
No.
Okay,
Raxiel was like, what do you mean I have to take more people?
I could take more than one. I just, wasn't expecting that many. I mean,
I think Crom still wants to come because he thinks I'm gonna try something. Although I've explained to him multiple times that I just want to speak with others.
And I'd like to watch.
okay.
Kinky.
So, we have Elaine, we have Chrome, and Brannigan, you coming?
Do you want me to go turn my voice mode on? Am I ruining the emotion for anyone?
No, you're good.
I
The
don't
emotion
care.
was
It's
ruined.
fine.
It's already ruined. You ruined it. It's over.
It's
All
gonna
right,
crack.
Josh, end the game.
Only I want you to turn it on, but only if you can make yourself sound like a pump wagon.
Oh my god.
You just
Oh,
make
Wait,
noises.
With it.
I cast a wish to transform myself into a pump wagon, fulfilling my dream.
Oh my god.
No. And when you drop to 0 hit points, you don't return to your form.
Yeah,
your
yeah,
former
you're
state.
No,
transform.
My life!
This is life. No.
It's my slide. Fucking,
Gone
I'd be keen
forever.
to see the arcade mistake because I'd probably have only heard about it in stories.
Alrighty.
My stories. You're welcome.
No. Look, everyone else would have told the stories too. There wasn't just you little fucking story box.
I told it the loudest.
Yeah, there was an alcoholic bird that lives in town that would tell literally anybody that asked about it.
Again, you met Crom still like 6 months ago. There's been 70 years of people telling him, like Brannigan, about the arcane mistake.
Have the local bar owner over for dinner, and he begins ranting about his adventures like an insane man. And then I got fucking eaten by a purple worm in the middle of the Arctic.
That fucking sucked, dude.
What do you mean? It sucked for like half a second because I detonated all those dusts
That's
of
the fight.
dryness
That
in
is the
its stomach.
fight that I died the first time in.
Next, you're busy suplexing every single monster.
I mean, yeah, but then I got rezzed by C4. No, who was it again? C12.
I was gonna say C4. C4 wouldn't res you; it'd take you out.
Detonate.
Definitely.
You don't want that docent. That docent's like activating suicide bomb to preserve data.
No.
What do you mean preserve? What do you mean preserve?
You go down, everyone around you just hears the bomb has been planted.
So, as you teleport and you feel a massive stretch of distance pulling you across the world, you land in a distant glade that sits quietly, but you hear the roiling of multiple elements: fire, earth, water, and wind, churning in what seems to be almost a vacuumous sphere that has been slowly threaded down into the earth itself. You look around and you don't see any palisades or people, really any worshippers. It's almost just an undisturbed, quiet glade aside from this strange, powerful elemental magic that seems to be contained, almost like a churning earth as well, that seems to be molding it and shaping it, threading it together like a woven puzzle, but has to be constantly balanced. It's at this point that you feel the earth heave for a moment as you realize that, as previously mentioned by Raxiel, that Tartarus is an Earthman Lord. Starts to rise up as you see this gargantuan, towering titan of mountain rock, as well as the various plant and vegetation that drifts off of him for a moment. As it seems to gleam down from what you could tell as much as a perspective of where a head would be, taking into the fact that his champion is here. Why do you bring extras here, Maxio? This blade is quiet. This is Miss Elaine and Cromsteel from the Iron Champions, as well as Brannigan, son of Branimir Brandyberry. If they, well, Elaine wanted to talk to you and the others wanted to kind of be here for her. Feel the heavy shift of earth as he slightly adjusts to kind of prospectively look at you, Elaine. You get the sense that it's almost like the vibrations of being able to memorize what you look like. Why do you come here?
Well, I wanted to see the rift that has caused so many such terrible pain, and the one who is supposedly controlling it.
I have been slowly threading this broken rift closed for years. Now, unfortunately, that which bleeds through has to be stifled. To kind of hear that, you do realize, especially looking at the elements themselves, any excess energy from these planes, this broken rift, seems to be fed into the planet itself, where it can be dissipated more gently, though especially being this close, if he was not controlling it, you feel that these rifts would start almost tearing entire plates and oceans apart. It's taking a great measure of concentration just to keep this dwindling down to a hopeful point of being sealed again.
The line sort of looks a bit defeated. I understand you're doing this in probably the safest way possible for the land itself. But its people are suffering. My people, me, so many of my friends. This is too slow.
This is the steady pace that can be safely done. If you had the ability, I would welcome the aid of controlling this rift.
I want to control the rift. I want to remove it as soon as possible. I know doing anything drastic could cause immeasurable damage, but it's already causing damage. I've been doing research for past 6 months or so ever since I learned of your existence. And I think instead of just slowly siphoning this into, thousands of people, and then you just put it all into one.
Still looks at Elaine incredulously.
Everyone slowly head turns.
What?
You would seek to consume this rift.
Seek to stop its corruption of my world. I know your average human can barely hold even a fraction of its strength, but I've recently met someone who is different, enhanced, can hold much more than even I can. I didn't want to bring them here today because I didn't want to hurt them and then look over at Brannigan. I was going to try to use a spell to make myself like him, to be able to hold as much energy as possible. And if it's too much, I teleport to another plane where no one lives and I fucking explode. But at least that energy isn't here anymore.
You do realize this would possibly threaten the very fabric of your soul.
Yeah, that's fair. I've never seen this much energy ever, and I don't think anyone else ever will. And this is while you're suppressing it.
Yes. It originally called me and the other lords through when it shattered. Only when I stifled it did it stop tearing apart the planet.
Now, I'm not so riddled with hubris that I believe I'm strong enough to take in all this energy in my current state. But I'm getting stronger slowly, and I can get stronger faster with the help of magic. And my partner. If it destroys my soul, that's fine. There are tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of people whose lives are ruined by this every day. I haven't seen my own parents in 15 years because of this, And I point at my own arm. And I had it good. I had a place to stay. I had a wealthy family take me in. And it still fucking sucked. If I have to get fucking incinerated for this to never happen to anyone again, then I will.
Like to put a hand on Elaine's shoulder. Then you're not doing it alone.
Looks at Brannigan incredulously.
I turn around and say, this is why I didn't want to bring you.
Nothing is fair. Especially in the hardships we've all faced. But it would be incredibly unfair if I didn't try for you. You and everyone else who tried so hard to bring me back from what I was. If I can help even by a fraction, then I will give everything I am for you. But I will not let you do this alone. And I won't take no for an answer, Elaine. I don't know why I was made this way after, but maybe it can help.
You don't need to. You've already helped by giving me the ideas. I don't want to hurt you.
What, 3 minutes?
It doesn't matter. I know I don't need to, but I wanted to. Look, if this destroys us, then there's no other soul I'd rather be with in the end. And like you said, this is for more than just us.
She's just gonna hug you and be silent.
What the fuck?
With that crumb, you do see Raxiel is like basically tearing up watching all of this. And you hear the loom of Tartarus. Take your time to steady your bodies. I can hold this eternal as is. My body is timeless.
I know I need to get stronger, more capable, more resilient to the energy, more like Brannigan. But, you know, I don't want people to keep being born like me. I'll try to be quick with it.
To rush. I have held it for 600 years. I can hold it all.
If the both of you fully understand the weight of your actions and the consequences that will follow, then I commend your bravery and hope that you survive it.
Thanks for coming, Grom, I guess.
Are you doing this now?
No.
Okay.
Immediately jams hand to it.
No, I'm not. I just gotta, and then you run straight at it.
We like look away for a second and look back. Wait, where'd the arcane mistake go? And this Kivon, and he's cracked in like, I stole it. I got it while you were looking.
I've just got it in my hands and I'm flying away at 400 feet around. What are you gonna do now, huh? I was evil the whole time.
Spiders in
What a surprise.
The spiders in my brain were right. Were right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'd noticed, Crom, but the longer I spend in the Shadow Fae, the more I change. I think it's for the better. And
I have noticed your changes.
I think the more time I spend there with the Shadow Fae King, the stronger I'll become. So maybe 2 years?
Your fucking affairs in order.
Yeah, your affair in order.
Alright.
I think I would try to do the wish, like, now. I effectively want to use wish to try and enter, like, the avatar state that fucking Brannigan has achieved, where he can, like...
pull upon a certain element.
Yeah, where he can be affected by any element.
Being said, what element am I today?
Depression?
I am water today.
Oof, depression elemental moment.
Oh.
Yes.
So, manifesting the four elements within. Going for controlling all of them at once, I assume.
Just, my goal is capacity.
Being able to hold them within your body, but
as much energy as possible.
You do this every day until you lose wish.
Well, especially doing that now. Especially in front of everyone. I would say you'd have to roll that now and see. After having that manifest and you feel that almost strange shift within your body, all the elements themselves start kind of pouring in. See if you're able to maintain use of wish.
33 or lower and I lose it. Ooh, Mistress smiles upon thee.
Wow.
She really does like it.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I'm fucked for the next like 8 days, so...
It just fucking collapses in front of you as you...
I would use it to like be here and like just examine, try to work out exactly how Tartarus is manipulating the energy.
Alright, go ahead and roll me an Arcana along with Investigation and a Nature.
Well, okay, those are my good ones. Here's my shit one. Oh my god!
Wow.
Fucking smacking it, alright. So, especially even though tired, feeling this in your state that you are. Even Brannigan's felt this, being in this section nearby. It feels like a thrum, almost like an arcane battery, but threatening to wash over you like a tsunami. Something that is so heavy and tied alone that if it wasn't for the flat earthen stability of Tartarus, the lord of the earthly plane, would probably tear apart or sunder many other beings just from the raw power alone. Though you could tell, especially from the magnificence that it was storied to be, with the 600 years of slowly bleeding it and mashing it down is the best way to proverbially say, from the raw power, even though straining threads of it at a time, has dwindled. Though it would be hundreds of years before this would be done by Tartarus's means. Feeling that raw strength, it's not only just harnessing the elemental energies themselves, but trying to make yourself almost the dam, a stopper that could cease these planes from forcefully pushing their way through from where this rift is cracked. And it definitely shows within the nature of the areas surrounding the rift that the elemental energies are extraordinarily powerful here. And if it was not for Tartarus, probably be twisted into something beyond recognition of normal nature. Even the landscape itself, as you've seen, is trying to keep it together like a puzzled cube and ball, shifting it constantly as it roils with itself in chaos. Definitely manifests in new ways. Pulling this into your body, even sharing this with Brannigan, you know, is going to take immense levels of concentration, but at least allow this rift to finally mend, even if thinly. Though there is still the immense risk of you and Brannigan being torn apart together. Though it would finally take away the energies that are constantly at war here on the Thin Veil.
I would basically spend any time up until the wedding where I'm not needed, just being here with Tartarus and trying to learn how he channels the energy, get some practice in. Very, very, very small amounts.
If you'd allow it, I'd come as well. Actually, fuck you. I don't care. I'm coming as well.
F you teleports away.
I'm going alone, Sam. Of course you are. And I'm coming with you.
My other idea was to be like, fuck you, Tartarus, you absorb it all. And then I'll fucking plane shift you into the sun and you can explode and die. You son of a bitch.
Then I fight you.
Trying to selflessly hold everything together. He hasn't moved from this spot in forever, and you're like, no, I hate you.
Sat still.
I know, but in Elaine's eyes, it's like, brother, you've been doing this for 600 years. Do it better.
He's just a rock. What are you expecting him to do?
He's a primordial god, bro.
He's
one of the
breast.
strongest four beings in existence.
His ultimate nemesis appears, a geologist.
No!
His ultimate nemesis
Scissors.
appears, paper.
It would be paper.
No.
My bad.
I think
A
if he could
large-
take all the energy into himself and live, he would have done it already.
No, wait. it's
Fuck
full
living.
circle. It's full circle. Elaine, bring back the enchanted book full of paper that murders people. Kill
Oh.
it. Claim your birthright. Use the enchanted
Yes.
paper to kill it.
What the fuck, man? Alright. Oh. Axiel looks to the rest of you. Are we heading back now?
Yes, I've seen enough. I'm satisfied.
Alright, we throw Chrome Steel into the Arcane Mistake.
Rather you didn't.
Rosamund becomes the new god of elements.
Fuck.
Had to happen to all Forged at some point.
He becomes Captain Planet.
Oh no.
Gets blue flesh like a smurf.
Whoop.
Oh no, I just had a fucking meme come to my head.
What? About that. Raxiel will go to bring the rest of you back to Stranelis, or well, initially Stranelis, as you make your preparations for where you wish to go. The long journeys ahead.
A whole journey.
Nishtri will return back to the Platinum Grove and, well, fully druid up. Druid craft the valley to grow more and, well, become closer to his god as he's living there and going back and forth on a pilgrimage twice a year. The news probably passes around. I'm sure others will hear what is intending to be done and the dangers there within. Pilgrimage Town. As for this entirety of time and stretch, those who are practicing saving, there is inevitably a point where, especially in your journeys, Leoris, upon the surface of Xerxes, realize that the Colossus that you had felled with the group before, especially near the scar, is missing.
The what?
Remember Big Bloodbane?
Oh, yeah.
The one we climbed into to kick
Yeah.
regular Bloodbane's ass?
I see.
Is gone.
Hmm.
Obviously, your journey to purge those who are manifesting from the scar, as well as help some of the fellow oozes maybe return back to Rylax that were unfortunately corrupted and misused, allowing them to have solace and peace. They are freed from the torment of what is angels, if you will.
Bloodbane's an asshole.
Obviously.
And now he's dead.
Feels.
He's a dead asshole. Just our favorite kind.
Dead asshole. As for you, come on.
Oh.
Obviously, your school and your monastery does gain quite a bit of attention. Especially being favored that with the other goddess of the city, though she constantly insists she's not a goddess. They keep fucking doing that, but her children sell it as otherwise. But you get quite a few students coming in to learn and try and hone their capabilities. But you even see one of the Silver Dragon Wormlings. Well, I should say what young at this point. Taking interest, especially in the way of your traditions.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would, I mean, they are, of course, welcome. I would welcome them with open arms and show them the way and tell them the stories. After a point, in great fighting, it doesn't matter what weapon you're wielding. It's about learning how to behave in a fight and use oneself. Also, monk shit is all unarmed anyway, so all my limbs are. So I'm a four-limbed fighter as well. All great fighting is the same to a point.
Yeah, you remember that monk picture I showed you before? Future pupil.
Hell yeah.
As one of Steno's, well, younger siblings have effectively come to fully learn, spend many of their years training.
Yeah, I mean, Kiban has a good 100 years ahead of him, unless something happens. He's only in his 20s. And he's one of the 8 strongest people that he considers people that he knows. One of them is the goddess of the city.
What do you mean consider people? What does that mean?
You guys are all people. Everybody else I know that's stronger than you is not like a people. They're like gods.
That is true.
Right. Okay.
I'm not quantifying that I specifically care about you guys as people. I'm saying, like, the things that are stronger than us are like fucking gods and shit.
People weaker than me are dirt.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to make dirt into diamonds over here.
That,
Huh?
effectively that.
Not a League of Legends character.
Lisa. Absolute god of a man.
Well, alrighty. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kiban has a long life for a non-elf ahead of him to spend. And if and if he is able to figure out a way to stay around and hang out with Stano for longer, then he's going to work towards that. But that doesn't he doesn't start thinking about that for a while, probably. Because he will have the body of a 20-year-old for forever.
And then die one day.
And then, like, in 100 years, I will just die of old age, even though I look like Silver Fang.
Interesting.
Imagine, like, you don't even know this, so like you're like 100 years old and like, damn, I feel so great today, and like, you trip and you break your neck.
Feel over, yeah. Over almost 300 points of damage instantly. Heart attack.
Didn't drink enough water one night with Steno, so yeah, heart attack.
Oof.
I always succeed on my save against fucking heat exhaustion. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna succeed on my check to hydrate.
Always keep, jug of alchemy nearby, 8 gallons of water.
I feel like his major, like, in-game, like, mechanical goal is to boost up his other stats. Like,
full diligence training.
He's gonna work on his strength and his intelligence and his charisma. Oh, and con actually, yeah, because does the Wormlord's blessing last forever?
Until he curses you.
Wormlord.
I mean, well, yeah, unless you piss him off.
Alright, so that goes up to 22, so I need fucking 4 more points in Constitution as well.
Trading. Live to win.
Yeah, I'm standing under waterfalls, logs are falling on my head. It's,
It's fucking intense.
Steno is breathing fire on me for extended periods while I meditate.
So, especially at this stretch, there was the curiosity of the wedding.
Nothing happens at the wedding, and it passes peacefully.
Obviously, everyone is welcome to come to the wedding. Sure, invitation.
And how many +1s do I get? Effectively, how many of my spiders am I allowed to invite?
Ready to
Leaders.
No, he's brain spiders.
Brain spiders, dog.
You get a calculated 1 + 1.
Damn.
Only one brain
Because
spider.
the second person you know, Elaine doesn't like.
Oh. That's rough, buddy.
Of the 2 whole people that you know.
I'm not familiar with many people except other monks, and other monks have never been relevant to what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, out of the people, you know, it'd be like, all right, you know Steno, and you know Miller, and I don't like Miller, and so I'm only giving you a +1.
So fucking funny.
Well,
Her face when she doesn't get an invite.
Okay, I'll invite Miller with my +1.
Oh no.
No, your +1 is Chrome Steel.
And mine is Rylex.
Yeah.
Damn. Always one step ahead.
God damn.
To be fair, my opinion of Miller isn't very high out of character, just because in character as well, because she mouthed off the Warlord after wanting to meet them. And it's like, oh hey, Warlord, here's somebody who wanted to meet you. It's like, hey, fuck you, fake.
As someone who is good friends with her daughter, Uriah, and Uriah fucking hates her. I, by proxy, fucking hate her.
Yeah. Bit of a rough situation between those two. Yes.
I'd also invite Zircon.
Oh!
Who?
He's Stony Boy. He's returning.
I don't know who that is.
Brother.
Look, there's no way that Zircon would miss the wedding of someone he considered to be his sister.
Especially with the Razdarim family.
Of course.
And Elaine already knew that Zircon had no fucking... mother and father were doing.
Yeah.
Elaine doesn't hate the parents, but I don't think she would invite them because it's in a different plane.
That too.
And it's
the kind that need to run a country.
Don't worry, the Crown Prince can come. I'm sure he's also level 20 at this point and terrifying and broken.
He's been doing fucking 10,000 push-ups a day for the past 6 months.
His mum's whip the shit out of him every day. Oh, that means Kivon will meet my mom.
Oh my god.
Oh hell yeah. We can
You
exchange
see some of that stone
tips.
brick.
You should meet my mom. She's fucking horrifying. What do you mean? She's already level 20.
He started the game that way.
He's also behind you.
I also would invite Riley because I know she's actually good friends with the Shadow King. Oh no, she was buddies with Chauvin Cool.
Yeah,
But she did know the Shadow King.
Yes, which is true. Because of her own schemes, but I mean,
If she shows up, she shows up. I don't think she's actually going to show up.
hilariously enough, especially as the date arrives and everyone's kind of showing up for the court itself, being largely held within the Shadowfade Court's, you know, well, proverbial castle, as you would say, the larger, beautiful oaken tree that has been the homestead of the Shadowfade King this entire time, as well as possibly the training grounds for Elaine and Brannigan to kind of master their bodies, as Elaine also continues to grow her horns a little bit more over time.
I must master my avatar state.
Ooh, start fighting the king right there on the spot. As you do see the...
You guys get married in the pump wagon, right? Just
I mean, clearly it's going to be of use and aptly named.
It's the Shrek scene where it turns the fucking mice into the carriages, the fucking pump wagon.
Yes. Yes.
But as the overall nobles are making ready, the invitations have gone out, as well as Elaine's side of various family ventures as well. I imagine you send for your parents to be brought here.
For my actual parents, I don't know.
Do you want
I haven't. I talk to them like once every 3 years. And I'm planning on dying soon.
I mean, would you want them at your wedding?
I don't know.
Don't invite them.
If you're
It's more
soon, you don't need to
cold-blooded
live
badass.
this down. It's okay.
I mean, how mad at you do you want them to be when you heroically sacrifice yourself for the good of the species?
They're good people.
Like, we always knew you'd marry
Are you
rich.
Are you gonna go Hermione them and modify memories so that you don't exist anymore?
No.
Oh, that would be so heartbreaking.
I basically already don't
I mean, that's
exist to
basically
them.
what you're doing by not inviting them to the wedding. So, just
So,
saying.
for context, I was, they raised me for like 5 years, and then the infusion happened, like, revealed itself. And they were like, fuck, well, we can't keep her anymore because we're gonna get fucking killed. So they gave me to Zircon's parents for safety. And since then, I've seen them, like, probably like 3 times in like 15 years.
Congratulations, your daughter is getting married to a god. Here's your invite. Would you like a teleport there?
Django, get out of that bag.
Also, Django is in the bag.
I don't think I would invite them because safety reasons.
Fair enough. Those you do invite do arrive in their own gusto and flair to what they would like to arrive with. I imagine Leoris making sure to show up at the wedding.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure we discussed Leoris helping me plan a lot of it.
I fucking fly in.
I mean,
I
I
assume there's
joked
a
about
helipad.
it. You don't want Leoris planning a wedding.
Alright, so everyone gets naked and then they dance.
We all get
and
naked.
that's every wedding I've been to. That's
and
it.
we give in to the passion.
Everyone gets naked, dances, and the whole thing turns into an orgy.
Jeez.
I mean, that is very accurate for Elistray worshippers. That's not.
That is an Elistray wedding.
Whichever two people wake up with the ring are married.
It's like the flaw.
No, there's a big basket of rings, and if you want to have sex, you have to put one of the rings on. And if you wake up with the ring still on, then you're married.
And they all like match a different one.
Yeah, you have to. Somebody else also has to wake up with a matching ring for you to be married.
Yeah.
But the bride and groom both have the master rings.
A ring.
Master emeralds.
I cut off their fingers while they're sleeping.
Oh, what the fuck? Hold
I
on.
press the finger to the stump of my
The
hand.
moon becomes red.
Either way, it's a nice wedding, and nothing happens, and the wedding ends.
Well,
If you fucking interrupt this wedding after I just described to you why I need to be with the Shadowfey King, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
So,
but he doesn't know.
as
I don't know what you've done.
With the wedding proceeds, with all the court functionaries, imagine Rylox and Cromsteel arriving with their own teleportation / gate.
Of course, we ride in style.
We ride or die.
Ride or die.
Running and already being there from the various training as well, being able to master his own infusions. Surprisingly enough, you do see Simon, the Warm Lord, as well as the Shunned King, arrive.
Oh, fuck, the Obsidian Queen's gonna crash.
Surely not. Surely not.
She's at like the punch bowl getting wasted. I hate all of you.
Would imagine, curiously enough, if Leoris was busying herself the entirety of the time, probably arriving alongside the Shunned King.
Yeah.
I'm sure this doesn't mean anything. Anyway.
I mean, to put it in perspective, Asterius, the Shadowfey King, is brother to the Shunned King as well as the Warm Lord, so...
Oh, I remember. It's...
Crazy family line.
Yeah, that means Simon's my niece.
That's right.
Harvey. My niece is your mom.
I don't like this.
Why she is mom?
Listen, Zymon is definitely branding its mommy.
Uh-oh.
But obviously, with a large pantheon, also is a large court, bringing various and powerful gifts as well to bless the happy couple. Many being led to their seats, other court functionaries in absolute chitter at the sight of the old gods and pantheon actually uniting in one room peacefully to celebrate a happy day for one of their siblings. Wedding does start to proceed. Everyone getting to see Elaine led out by a beautiful procession, these soft twilight colors washing over the room. Harmony of the music bringing a steady balance to the entire room. Asterius, happily waiting. And delicately take her hand, leading her up to the altar. As it is a full proper royal wedding, the vows, as well as the readings, go on for a fair length of time, but you do hear quite a few ecstatic nobles and others chittering with glee, and others a little jealous, but understanding that this has finally happened the way it is. And it does get to the point where they do ask if anyone objects.
I look at Brannigan incredulously.
When multiple echoes to scream objections.
There's like 10 people that'll stand up. We know this is a phishing scam.
What?
I just stunning strike to the back of the head and the wedding gets to go on.
Kevon watching Brannigan about to stand is like, I'm gonna just stunning strike him 20 times.
I just stand up, disappear briefly, and then reappear and sit back down.
We cut to the hyper slow motion flash camera where you're just finger jabbing him 20 times in the back to knock the wind out of him and stun him for.
Go to sleep, 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 go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Oh man.
Are you gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
Like everyone in the hall has turned in their seats to look at
We're all
Brannigan.
holding our breath. We're all sitting here holding our breath. It's like, okay, are we gonna have to fight the Shadowfey King?
Going the line, Brannigan.
Going once, going twice.
The guy is saying
I
going
will
once.
stand from my
Oh, he's doing it.
Oh fuck.
As you do hear the seat move and Brannigan standing.
You know, in real weddings, they don't actually do the part where they say, "Does anyone object?"
I know.
But they do in Shrek, and that's where we take our
It's
inspiration.
just too good.
Correct
do it.
is what we should base every
Do it for
story we ever
dramatic
tell on.
effect.
So, Badeless busts in through the window and eats the Shadowfey King.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my god.
In the spirit of Shrek, yeah.
That's us.
Can't believe you were about to get married to Farquaad.
Lord Shadow Farquaad.
It's like the complete opposite. He's like a buff, fucking like 25-foot tall, fucking deer man.
That's how Farquaad probably envisioned himself as well. Doesn't mean it's real.
That's Farquaad's OC, actually.
Oh my god.
The Shadowfey King. Yeah, I'm 20 feet tall and I'm ripped with six-pack abs and also have antlers that are dope.
Simon just looking at me like, what are you doing, buddy?
She does
You
look
stood from the chair. What happened?
She does look
On the edge of my
curious.
fucking seat.
Yeah, she does not stop you. She looks on with curiosity.
Now, Brannigan, readjust your pants and sit back down.
Readjust my pants, sit back down, feeling good.
Don't worry, guys.
You
Continue.
take the step.
I object. Like visibly shaking, my heart is beating out of my chest.
You do hear quite a few people gasp and others that are almost kind of tittering with laughter hearing this as multiple eyes fall on you for the moment in this court. Claimed the attention for the moment of the entire Shadowfey court and company.
just under my breath, and people can probably hear this. Fuck, how did my father do this? Speaking in front of lots of people.
Charisma, where art thou?
I'm just looking between Asterius and Harbinger. I want to see if he's starting to get mad.
He does look confused at this. Like, not fully mad, but like, almost kind of waiting to see if he backs down. Question mark?
Yeah, I'll look at him and quietly say, "Give it a second. Surely he misspoke."
I'm sure he did.
I'd like to take a moment to steel my resolve. I'm clicking buttons, nothing's happening. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Yeah. I do object. I apologize for interrupting this ceremony, but I can't keep telling myself that I can sit here and watch when I can at least speak.
What?
If he wants to say something, now is his moment before I bring the courage back to myself to keep speaking.
What is the meaning of this? You've spent this entire time here training. You only are just speaking of this now.
I keep thinking of what is probably better for Elaine, her choices, and what may be best for the situation at hand, but I neglect to think what maybe I want. And I think what I want is to at least tell you how I feel. And it's probably fucking obvious, but you've supported me through almost literal hell and back. Sided with me when no one else would. Grounded me more than anyone else could. And you've seen me as a person, not what I keep thinking that I am. Still shaking. Let's see. Where? Oh, hang on.
Oh, brother God.
She's going to be a queen for hundreds of years. You are only just speaking of this now and seizing the moment before she's fully, truly a queen?
Yes, I am. Because that's just a title. And what you feel is far more than that. I love you, Elaine, and have for some time. I don't expect to sway your decision, but I need you to know how I feel. More for my sake as well. Better than never having said it at all.
He's going to disappear from the stage and teleport right next to you.
I'm dead.
In a cloud of shadow. And she's going to lean into you and put her hand on your cheek.
And then she casts Blight at 9th level.
And then she's just going to
Harm.
God. What is she gonna say?
He holds it there for a second. I'm gonna fucking. This is gonna kill this man.
Well, kill me.
Stop embarrassing me, Harbinger. And I'm gonna cast Plane Shift on Harbinger.
Well deserved.
If you want to resist, it's a charisma save.
I am not good at those. What's the DC?
I'll tell you if you make it.
It's very fucking high.
Is my paladin bros nearby?
Yeah? Question mark.
No.
I mean, it's not like a giant, huge room with a
Indomitable.
30-foot
You
area.
do have
above
30
them.
foot auras.
Big as fuck.
Is he being affected by the aura?
Yes.
High or low for favor results, because the seating arrangements, Bredigan would definitely be closer to Zymon being the champion, kind of like, regal seating kind of situation.
Oh.
So high or low for favor results, Bredigan.
I love low results. Let's roll 1d20 for low results because I always roll. Ah, you son of a bitch!
Always lie, baby.
Alright,
Always pick
I have-
high.
Alright, so
Hey,
unfortunately they would not be closer, so especially for the seating arrangements providing extra space. So go ahead and roll that charisma save.
I did. It was an 18 with Indomitable.
An 18, he's gonna fail.
I know.
So yeah, everyone sees Break vanish.
As I'm vanishing. I'll say I didn't try.
She fucking snapped in front of me.
Half the
The
audience
positive
is
dimension
unconscious.
play.
No, you will actually end up in Zonwell, in a bedroom that I think you recognize.
Is this your bedroom?
Yes. Actually, chances are fucking Break is in there right now.
Break's
Unless
just
it's
looking
like
at
work
you like,
time.
what the fuck?
Hey man, what's
Hey,
up?
Elaine's possibly, little fucking squeeze from back then. That's some funny shit.
She put you with her other ex? That's crazy.
That's
You've been sent a
That's
rebound woman?
crazy.
that's some
Yeah.
fucking meta
That's
shit.
some mean girl behavior.
I'll just appear in the room and just. If you'll excuse me. I'm just gonna leave with that fucking word after that.
I mean, she just kind of like gestures and starts trying to do sign language at you, like, what the fuck?
So everyone at the wedding is just going to see me teleport to Harvey, lean into his ear for like 20 seconds, then Harvey is going to disappear. And then I'll teleport back to the stage. And apologies.
Thank you, my queen. Let us proceed. As the wedding will press forward, those who remain will get to see the newly crowned queen of the Shadowfang. And it's also at that point you feel not only the immense rush of power from the mantle, but all the extensive strengths that come with it. Not only emboldening your own soul, but giving you a more finite control of the realm, as promised by Asterius. He has shared his domain with you. Not only being a queen of the Shadow Fae, but true man of his word, a goddess of the Shadow Fae. Queen of portals. And what an apt way to demonstrate that when handling your wedding with Brannigan.
Not false.
See, I made you more impressive.
Yeah, and you killed two
So-
birds with one stone because I'm never going to want to see you again. So I'm not going to let you fucking kill yourself.
Too bad. I go there now.
Wow.
I guess he would want to kill himself. No?
Fucking.
Exactly. Now you've only killed 3 birds with one stone. Me.
That, obviously, the more jubilant part of the wedding will proceed. I'm sure some are still surprised of what had just taken place. But many are still jovial to have not only a queen, but a new goddess within their domain. As you would see Xymon leave a little bit early.
Champion got plane shifted, kind of a low blow.
I really want
He almost
Simon
made
to
it.
stand up and object on behalf of him.
You can't blame shift all of us.
Watch as she demonstrates the prowess of her
Queen of portals, yeah.
in the domain that you are now in.
Remember why we weren't going after Beetles? Because he's powerful in his domain. Elaine is now that.
We weren't directly opposing it. You know? We were just like objecting on behalf of our friend who got kidnapped. It's more like filing a formal inquiry. There's no like actual threat behind it. You know, it's just this like piece of paper saying, "Hey."
I have a question.
Yes.
What is the wedding registry for the Shadow Fae King and Queen's wedding like?
Oh, the guests and all.
No, the wedding registry. Like, what are they asking for from their guests?
God, that is a tough one.
They don't need a toaster, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean,
Copious amounts of residium.
okay.
That could be helpful. Yes.
No, I wouldn't ask for anything.
There wouldn't be much of an ask. It's just, you know, what you would see fitting or even decorative if you'd like to gift, you know, in such a matter, because, you know, that's always the king and queen situation. If they need it, they could buy it. So, gift what you feel would be heartfelt.
My gift to you is this Cape of the Mountebank. It can be used to portal your way a short distance.
My gift is this Cape of the Mountebank. Can be used to teleport your way a short distance.
I got you this
so
portrait of you hanging out with Brannigan because you're such great friends.
Man, that one didn't age well. Oh, fuck.
I will leave you with this deck of many things. It served me. Wait, hold on.
Oh, no. No!
I put the deck swapped itself into my hand. Wait, what the fuck?
You put the deck like out on like the table with all the food with like a little piece of paper next to it saying "draw one."
Jesus fuck.
That's
Kevon's spiders are loud today.
That's some evil shit right there, my guy.
Kevon is actually a trained smith, so he would probably make you a small statuette of probably the two of you at your wedding.
Oh.
Hmm.
it would be delivered some weeks afterwards. What you would receive at the wedding is like a block of steel and a very nice note.
And then you're gonna punch it into shape.
You guys watch. It's a dramatic performance as my hands begin to vibrate, and I, with my hands, cut the metal into shape of the two of you. It's
Zircon sees
beautiful.
you doing this and just does it in like a split second.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, oh, but it's not about the It's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
But obviously, with the other finery, the rest are able to meet some more of the Shadowfade Corps. Others that are absolutely eager to speak with the rest. Some even curious of the man objecting, the champion of Zymon, seeming to have taken fancy to, well, what was going to be the queen, now official queen. Still an interesting start to a wedding and rule of the Shadowfang.
Somebody asked me who that was, and I say, well, to understand him, we must start from the beginning. We began in Lostrada.
You grab him like your iron.
The story
grip of your arm,
begins
you
once
slap
more.
The dimensional shackles. You're going to need to be here for a while, so I've taken the liberty of preventing you from escaping. Now let's begin from the top.
Yeah, this is where it fades out and it says play disc 1 again.
Chapter 1.
That's so fucking funny. We get the shots of everybody leaving the party as you're just talking to this one person.
Desperately trying to like bite their hand off so they can get away from you.
You guys go back to the material plane.
They get warped back.
Crom appears 2 days later as it took 6 days to finish the whole fucking story.
What's up? Did I miss anything?
But as that's all proceeding, when she had left early, Zymon would appear not far from you, Rennigan, though hidden from many of the other mortals' sight within Zonwell, so not to cause a disturbance. It is painful to see. No one misses an opportunity.
No one to blame but myself. Besides, I guess this is the outcome I somewhat expected. Not exactly in this fashion. Well, I don't know if she'll ever talk to me again at this point. But regardless, they're still my friend. I won't let them kill themselves over some arcane mistake.
Kill themselves?
The arcane mistake. You want to absorb it in order to rid it of the world so infused don't suffer anymore.
And was this decision made?
It was a definite decision made by her.
I see. One that I assume would be acted upon soon, then.
I would imagine pretty soon, now that she's probably a lot more powerful. was going to help lighten the burden. Hope it would help her survive, at least.
I would not state that I am well versed in mortals, but I am here to help make heroes. I could do my best to make you stronger. Though I'm not entirely sure if it would be strictly enough.